Hey everyone, welcome back to
J+K Retro Gaming
for another installment of our J+K Retro Pickups. So for this week, it's something a little bit more gaming related, but surprisingly enough, it actually is something that you wanted, that we found on Marketplace. You've always wanted it. You were looking for a while, but we wanted to get it in a good condition, which is hard to get. Good working condition and also
for a good price.
Aesthetic too, and yes, and for a good price, because some people are jacking this up for like $200-300. It is something that you wanted, but also I didn't have personally in my childhood, but I had some friends that had it, so I did play it at their house. But you said your brother had it?
My brother had the Coleco mini Pac-Man arcade game,
which was a staple in a lot of people's houses.
Yes, and they made other consoles as well, Donkey Kong and Frogger and that kind of thing, which would be really cool to have. But this one was a must-have for me because my brother had it, and the sound it makes is burned in my brain forever.
Right.
And funnily enough, my brother still has his. That's pretty cool, but I know he was never gonna give it up. I finally have my own, and sorry Chris, mine's in better condition. So actually what was interesting to me was when we bought this from the guy, I noticed it's in French. So we are in Canada, French is on all our packaging and everything, and I didn't remember my brother's, but when we were just at his place, I looked at his and yeah, it's exactly the same.
This is French too.
Yeah.
So quick story before we do a demo. When we went to pick it up, sometimes I sell a lot of things on Marketplace too, and you settle on a price, but then you get there and you have the meeting spot, and sometimes the buyer haggles with the price, which is kind of annoying. But this one, we did get it for cheaper than he listed it for, because we met him in a parking lot of a Shoppers Drug Mart, and he brought the machine and he didn't even have batteries to test it. So I had to go into Shoppers Drug Mart and buy batteries, and when I put it in, it wasn't working properly. We noticed a lot of the times with these machines, the contacts are corroded or rusted, and it was really rusted. I had to clean it quite a bit. But anyways, in the parking lot, we were fiddling around with it. It sometimes worked, it sometimes didn't, but for the most part, we did get it to work. You had to fiddle with it. I figured I had to clean the contacts. So we weren't sure. We were like, do we really want to buy it in that condition? So we actually dropped, I think, another $20 off. So then we bought it. And then yes, when I brought it home, cleaned the contacts, and it does work pretty much. It's
a little loose, like the battery pack, but what's actually interesting is that the battery plate is still there.
Yeah, sometimes you can't find it.
So a lot of them it's missing. These machines actually came with, I think it was a brand new technology for these particular games. They had like it was almost like a D-cell battery, that it wasn't actually a battery, it had an adapter. So you could actually plug the battery into like an electric socket, and you would take the plate off in order to play it that way, which is why I think a lot of the plates got missing.
Okay.
By the way, Shoppers Drug Mart is like Walgreens to you Americans.
So want to test it, fire it up, see how it goes?
Yes. Get ready for this sound. It's the most nostalgic sound for me.
Very annoying for parents, I'm guessing, in the 80s.
Yes. Especially because me, as like a 3-year-old, no idea how to play. I just liked moving the buttons around, and actually my brother didn't. That's what happens when you die. So my brother didn't actually let me play with his that often, just because I was so bad at it.
Now you have your own to play with.
Yes. I still suck.
So maybe we'll splice in some footage of you playing it later then.
Well, okay, sure.
See how good you are.
No, it's going to be really embarrassing.
So along with showing some of my G.I. Joe comics this week, I also have a little bit of an item. It is not vintage like yours, but it is retro themed. And Lego just dropped, I believe a week ago, the new Back to the Future Speed Champions DeLorean. So we do have a DeLorean, Lego DeLorean. It was part of the Icons set that I think that we did a video about it. And if we did, I'll link it in the description. I'll put it on the screen somewhere, but I'm pretty sure we did a build video of it. But I thought this was cool to have a Speed Champions version. So it's a little bit of a dumbed down version, not as many pieces, and also very affordable. So I think this was only $25 Canadian. Whereas some of the Icon sets can be closer to $100, but there's more pieces and more detail. So this is 357 pieces. So this will be coming soon to our channel. We'll be doing a build video on this.
Looking forward to organizing those pieces.
So time to check out this week's comics.
So the first comic today is the next in the series, G.I. Joe number 3. No first appearances in this one. It is called the Trojan's Gambit, where Cobra Commander infiltrates G.I. Joe headquarters and unleashes a giant robot. Pretty cool cover. Again, you'll hear me say that a lot. Really enjoy the cover art of G.I. Joe. I think it's important for any comic line to really have a great cover just to pop out on the newsstand or in the comic book shop and grab your attention. Value of this one around $20 to $30, again depending on condition. Next up, number 4. Again, no first appearances here. It's a cool Snake Eyes on the cover there. Operation Wingfield. It's where Hawk, Grunt, Snake Eyes, they infiltrate a military group suspected of being funded by Cobra. $10 to $15 will get you this book. And last for this week, G.I. Joe number 5. Not a bad cover, not my favorite. Love the title though, Tanks for the Memories. It's where G.I. Joe parades its new souped up tank. Of course, Cobra tries to steal it. Number 5, again, pretty fairly priced between $10 and $15. So those are the comics of the week. Back to the show.
So that was this week's pickups. Hope you enjoyed them.
Let us know in the comments if you had any of those Coleco mini arcade games. It's been fun for me to start showing off some of my own collection on these videos, so hopefully you'll tune in next week for the next episode. Until then, thanks for watching.
And of course, thanks to all our subscribers for your continued support. We'll see you next time on the next J+K Retro Pickups. Until then,
Keep fit and have fun.
see you later.